Police brutality and misconduct existed long before camera phones began documenting the problem. But the experiences told by communities affected were often ignored and discredited. In recent years, Black Lives Matter and the call for greater police accountability has spread like wildfire. And as countless civilian recorded videos expose widespread police brutality and misconduct, video recording provides the public a view of police interactions and is an important resource for police accountability, as well as a defense for civilians to protect themselves from police misconduct and false accusations. Oh, poor baby, it's okay. It's okay. You upset, daughter, I am too. Recording the police is our right. Our right. In fact, the Illinois Supreme Court has upheld that civilians have the right to record the police so long as the civilians do not obstruct the duties of the officer. No officer can deny our right to record them so long as we don't interfere with the investigation. The problem is they often do. Sometimes with no reason, and other times with excuses that we're impeding on their duties to do their jobs. This is unacceptable. Police interference, retaliation, and other repercussions have had many people fearful of exercising their right to record the police. We've heard stories both locally and nationally of police interfering with civilians' right to record, harassing and stalking those who video them, and then pursuing charges and other forms of retaliation against those who dare to go public with it. Today, we have some of those stories with us.
What has happened to you since July 17, 2014?
First, the Daily News got in contact with me and asked me if I had any pictures, and I told them I got a video, and we took it from there. From then on, I've been targeted by NYPD, and I've just been harassed. I've been almost killed in Rikers Island. I was in Rikers 2 separate times, one for 60 days and one for 30 days, I believe.
In one of those arrests, you said that the police officer said to you, "You videoed us, now we're videoing you."
Mm-hmm. Because I asked, why do you have your cameras out? Like, when they jumped out on me, they had their phones in their hand instead of a gun or anything, from my knowledge, was supposed to be in their hand. So I asked him, why is he filming me? And he said, because you filmed us.
Turn now to Chris Leday, who joins us from Atlanta, Georgia. He posted online the first video of the Alton Sterling shooting. Soon after the video went viral, Leday says he was detained at his job at the Dobbins Air Reserve Base. Police then led him from his job in shackles, held him for 26 hours. He was released after paying $1,200 in traffic fines.
So they still didn't give me a charge for why I was being detained. They come back several minutes later and tell me that I have an open warrant in Dunwoody, Georgia for assault and battery, as they're putting the cuffs on and somebody's reading me my rights. And I kind of just chuckled, and I was like, I've never been arrested for this a day in my life, so it was all a shock to me. And the Dunwoody cop shows up, and he has all of my charges on paperwork, on his paperwork. So I just so happened to look over my shoulder to look down at the paperwork, and I see that there's no aggravated assault and battery on there. It's only traffic tickets that I had. And I asked about the assault and battery charge, and I said, well, what happened to it? And they simply said, oh, well, I guess not. And they left it at that.
So they came to a military base, arrested you, shackled you, and it was all over traffic tickets soon after you posted this video.
Yes, sir.
You got a concerned citizen filming you, Jeff.
Nearly 7 minutes after Little Rock police stopped 2 suspects wanted on warrants, dashcam video shows Representative John Walker walking up to the scene and recording the stop on his phone.
Mr. Walker, what is your concern today?
A couple minutes later, Walker tells an officer he's a state representative in his own district and is there to watch.
Every time multiple people arrest a black man now, I'm around, I'm going to take pictures.
Sure.
I am. because, I mean, there have been too many killings.
Mr. Walker, have you ever been a police officer?
About 10 minutes in, the conversation heats up.
Until you walk a mile in the shoes of a police officer, you have no idea what goes on.
No, I know.
You have no idea what goes on.
You don't need.
You're the type of person that goes ahead and tries to exploit this to where it causes chaos and nothing like that. You're a race baiter is what you are.
Another officer then goes on to say Walker has a history of filming police on stops.
Wait. What have I done to try to provoke?
You sat there filming that. And this is not the first time you've done that. You've done this ever since I've been down here. I started in '94. You've been doing this ever since then.
A minute later, the talk turns to race.
Would you have stopped today and videoed had this been a young white male?
I don't know.
That's right.
Because all I know is that I stopped.
That's all I needed to hear.
24 minutes in, fellow attorney Omabi Shakur enters the shot. A short time later, the pair crosses the street, then walks up to the scene.
Go back over there.
All right. We got a right to go.
Okay, no, you don't. You got a right to go over there because you're in the middle of my traffic stop.
Shakur is seen walking in front of a patrol car as Walker makes his way to the sidewalk.
If you want to impede, you will go to jail. I'm not playing. Go back over to that side, please. I'm telling you one more time to go back on that side.
And after a final warning,
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. I don't have time for this, sir.
Walker and Shakur are then put in cuffs and taken to the Pulaski County Jail, where they bonded out a short time later.
Numbers of officers prosecuted for shooting deaths have increased from an annual average of 4.3 from 2005 to 2011 to 7.3 since 2012. But let's be clear about something. Videos ain't a cure-all. A camera doesn't stop a bullet. A camera does not bring a loved one back from the dead. But a camera can show the public and the courts what we've all known all along. Officers should not inflict fear or stop us when we're recording. When they do, they're violating our rights and trying to pull the wool over the very eyes they promised to serve and protect. The Bloomington Police Department should instruct its officers to uphold our right to record without the threat of interference and retaliation, and take disciplinary action to any officer who violates this right.
Thank you, Your Honor.